Starling Castillo is a rising lightweight contender from the Dominican Republic whose relentless fighting style, powerful combinations, and determination inside the ring have earned him the respect of boxing fans and analysts around the world. And as he approaches his crucial fight on August 15th, the boxing community is watching closely to see whether he can elevate his career to the next level. Because this is not just another bout for Castillo, this is a chance to prove that his skills, discipline, and ambition can carry him from being a respected regional fighter to becoming a global name in the sport. And to understand why this fight matters so much, we have to look at his entire journey. Starting from his early days in Santo Domingo, where he first laced up gloves as a child, motivated not only by love of the sport but also by a desire to create a better future for himself and his family. Training in hot gyms with limited resources but unlimited heart, building his fundamentals through hours of shadow box, bag work and sparring against older, stronger opponents, which forged his resilience and aggressive style. And by the time he turned professional, he already had a reputation in amateur circles for heavy hands and a willingness to engage. His pro career took off quickly with a series of victories that showcased his punching power as he blasted through opponents in the Dominican Republic and then began fighting abroad, gaining valuable experience, racking up an impressive record of 18 wins with 13 knockouts against only 2 defeats and 1 draw, a testament to both his talent and toughness. His victories include memorable performances where he scored early stoppages with vicious body shots and overhand rights that crumpled opponents, while his setbacks have served as hard but necessary lessons, losses that taught him about pacing, about defense, about the need to stay focused against high-level competition. Rather than breaking him, these defeats refined him, as every true fighter learns more from adversity than from easy wins. Castillo's style is that of an action fighter who likes to apply pressure behind a stiff jab and sharp combinations, using his reach and footwork to cut off the ring. But he is not just a brawler, he sets traps, times counters, and knows how to dig to the body to slow opponents down. His ability to mix offense with patience is improving with every fight, which is why many trainers and boxing insiders believe he is entering the best phase of his career right now. His upcoming fight on August 15th is being seen as a crossroads bout, a chance to prove he belongs in the top tier of the lightweight or super lightweight divisions, depending on the weight he chooses to make on fight night, because if he wins impressively it could lead to major opportunities, possibly even title eliminators or high-profile bouts on USTELEVISION cards. Starling Castillo has already fought names like Otar Iranesian and Miguel Maduen, showing courage and skill even in tough contests. His fight against Iranesian, for example, was a grueling battle where Castillo demonstrated not only heart but also the ability to adjust mid-fight. Even though the result didn't go his way, he walked out of the ring with more experience and an understanding of what it takes to operate at elite level. He returned to the gym hungrier than ever, adding new tools to his arsenal, focusing on conditioning, tightening his defense, and working on head movement to complement his naturally aggressive style. When you break down his career numbers, the picture becomes clearer. 18 wins show consistency. 13 knockouts show dangerous punching power. 2 losses show he has taken risks against real opposition rather than padding his record. And 1 draw reflects his willingness to fight anyone, anywhere. Dominican heritage is also a source of pride, as the country has produced great fighters and passionate boxing fans who see him as one of their brightest hopes for world recognition. His journey from local gyms in Santo Domingo to international venues is a testament to hard work and ambition. And while his story is still being written, August 15th could be one of its most important chapters. This fight is not just about winning a purse, it is about earning respect, about showing the world that Starling Castillo is more than just a prospect, that he has the skill, the grit, and the mental strength to compete with the best. Fans can expect fireworks because Castillo never backs down. He brings pressure, combinations, and knockout intent in every round. But he has also learned to pace himself, to study his opponent, to break them down systematically rather than going wild. And that maturity could make all the difference in his next fight. Analysts are watching closely because they believe he has the raw tools to make a breakthrough. He is entering his mid-20s, an age when physical strength meets growing experience. His camp has been focused on sharpening fundamentals, improving stamina with intense roadwork and strength conditioning, and polishing up technical details, like keeping his guard high, slipping jabs, and countering with precision, which will be essential against top-level competition. Starling Castillo is a fighter who embodies the spirit of perseverance. He has overcome obstacles outside the ring, including financial hardships and limited access to elite training facilities early in his career. But rather than being discouraged, he used these challenges as motivation. He fought his way into prominence with his fists, and now he stands on the verge of bigger things. His record speaks for itself. 18 victories, 13 knockouts, 2 defeats, and 1 draw. Numbers that tell a story of both danger and resilience. As the countdown to August 15th continues, the anticipation is building. Will Castillo's power and relentless style overwhelm his opponent, or will this test expose new weaknesses? Whatever happens, one thing is certain: Starling Castillo is coming, to fight, to entertain, and to prove that his name deserves to be mentioned among the rising stars of boxing. The Dominican flag will be waving proudly on fight night, and whether you are a longtime fan or just learning about him now, you will see why his supporters believe so strongly in his future. Because for Starling Castillo, every punch he throws is not just for victory but for legacy, for respect, for the dream that began in a small gym and could soon shine on the world stage. Shinard Bunch is one of the most exciting young welterweights rising through the ranks of American boxing, a fighter who combines blistering hand speed, knockout power, and relentless work ethic, making him a dangerous opponent for anyone in the division. And as he prepares to face Starling Castillo on August 15th, all eyes are on whether this gifted puncher from New Jersey can deliver a statement performance that propels him into the conversation among the elite. His journey in boxing began in the tough gyms of Trenton, where discipline and determination became his trademarks. The Bunch grew up with a fighter's mentality, shaping his craft in amateur tournaments before transitioning into the professional ranks with an aggressive style that immediately caught attention. His record of 24 wins with 20 knockouts, only 2 losses and 1 draw, is proof of his devastating power and consistency inside the ring. What makes Shinard Bunch special is his ability to blend raw athleticism with sharp technical skills. He is not just a brawler who swings wildly. He sets up his shots, uses his jab effectively to control distance, and punishes opponents when they make mistakes. His upper body movement and fast counters allow him to turn defense into offense in an instant, and he has proven time and again that he can finish fights early when the opportunity presents itself. Throughout his career, he has fought tough opponents on showbox and other competitive stages, learning with every bout, and even in his setbacks he showed resilience, the willingness to take tough fights instead of padding his record with easy wins. Which is why boxing insiders respect him as a real fighter who is always ready to test himself. Shinard Bunch's victories have come in impressive fashion, often with highlight reel knockouts where he used perfect timing and power to overwhelm rivals, while his losses have served as lessons, refining his ring IQ and teaching him the importance of pacing and strategic defense. His draw was controversial, and many believe he deserved to win, showing how even when he doesn't get the official decision, his performances still earn admiration. At 24 wins and still in his 20s, Bunch is entering his physical prime, an age where speed, stamina, and power blend with increasing experience to create a truly dangerous contender. His upcoming fight against Starling Castillo is seen as a high-stakes crossroads bout because both men are hungry, both have power, and both are looking to prove they belong in the upper echelon of their weight class. Analysts expect fireworks because Bunch brings an aggressive but calculated style while Castillo brings pressure and toughness, making this a clash of 2 explosive fighters who will not back down. Shinard Bunch trains with intensity, focusing on strength and conditioning, road work to build his engine for long fights, and technical drills to sharpen his fundamentals. His jab is crisp, his straight right hand is powerful, and his left hook to the body can break opponents down. What separates him from many prospects is his willingness to adapt mid-fight. If plan A isn't working, he can switch gears, box from range, or step inside to trade combinations. Fans have seen his knockout power, but they have also seen the ability to go rounds, maintain composure, and pick his shots carefully. His career trajectory suggests he could soon be in title eliminator conversations if he continues winning impressively. But to get there, he must first get past Castillo on August 15th, which is no small task, because Castillo himself is a powerful, resilient fighter. This is why the bout is so compelling. It's not just about records or rankings, it's about 2 young warriors colliding to prove who has the heart, the skill, and the discipline to rise higher. Shinard Bunch's story is also inspirational outside the ring. Coming from a community where opportunities can be limited, he chose to dedicate himself to boxing as a way to build a better life for himself and his family. His discipline, humility, and constant desire to improve have made him a respected figure among trainers and fans alike. He represents the next generation of American fighters who are willing to fight anyone, anywhere, anytime. His 20 knockouts in 24 wins demonstrate his finishing ability, showing that if he lands clean, the fight can end suddenly. His 2 losses were valuable experiences that revealed areas to improve, like tightening defense against counterpunches and conserving energy for the later rounds, which he has worked on tirelessly in camp. His draw showed that even when the scorecards are not in his favor, he maintains composure and comes back stronger. In preparation for this fight, his training camp has emphasized conditioning, ring movement, and shot selection, because against a pressure fighter like Castillo, he will need to stay sharp, create angles, and avoid unnecessary exchanges while still landing his own heavy artillery. This fight is not just about winning a purse, it's about proving that Shinard Bunch is ready for the big stage, that he deserves opportunities against top-ranked opponents, and that his name belongs among the hottest prospects in boxing today. As the fight approaches, excitement is building, because fans know that whenever Shinard Bunch steps into the ring, there is always the potential for a knockout. always the thrill of seeing a young fighter chasing greatness. He embodies the American boxing spirit of hard work, sacrifice, and ambition. And whether you are a hardcore fan or watching him for the first time, his skill and power will leave an impression. On August 15th, he will have the chance to show the world what he can do under pressure, to demonstrate that his 24 wins and 20 knockouts are not just numbers on a record but the mark of a fighter who is ready for anything. And if he can deliver a dominant performance against Castillo, his career will accelerate rapidly, moving him closer to world title contention. So when you watch Shinard Bunch step into the ring, remember that you are watching a fighter who has earned everything through hard work, discipline, and raw talent, and now stands on the verge of transforming his potential into greatness.